Formula 1 former 4 times world champion Max Verstappen, the man who had a dreamlike comeback last year to be woken up right at the finish line, but proven to everyone that it was not just his car. Being the uncontentious underdog for the majority of the season, his close comeback near the end of the season drilled into everyone to never count him out. The run took all of his talent, luck, and especially luck, because whatever reserve he had were ran completely dry right before the end, leaving him just short of 2 points from his 5th paperweight. That run in 2025 was amazing, but that topic's for another day, because we are here to talk about Max's downright horrible streak with Iron Jesus after playing with him since then. Right off the bat, he got sick after Abu Dhabi. Normally everyone just assumed that he's making an excuse to skip the FIA prize ceremony because he's known to skip events just to hop on iRacing the same night to race. But this time he's actually ill, so much to the point that he had to withdraw his participation to a sim racing event. Max Verstappen, the same guy who would get up in the middle of the night, jumps on his rig to try a new racing line that he just thought of. The guy who kept showing up to Grand Prix weekends despite just coming back from a concussion. That same Verstappen is cancelling his participation to a racing event out of everything. So it's certain that the guy's in no shape to be moving around. But that's only the beginning of his misfortune. As we are headed to the Australian Grand Prix, first race weekend of the season, everything went well up to that point. He did well in pre-season testing, the free practice session showed some promises, but then his car started to behave weirdly in Q1 and sent him spinning out right off of turn 1 without a chance to even set a time. Max qualified 20th for obvious reason, while his teammate Isaac Hadjar qualified 3rd on the grid. Hadjar later experienced a mechanical issue into the race and had to retire, while Max himself had an amazing recovery drive and finished in 6th place. Then this pattern showed up again in China. The problem this time, however, is that Red Bull is not competitive here at all. Max qualified behind Pierre Gasly driving in an Alpine in both sprint qualifying and the actual race quali. Then he had a horrible start. Like, look at this. It's literally that McQueen is fading.
For the 3rd start in a row.
Some recovery were done just for him to later retire because of a power issue 40 laps into the race. In Japan, the performance drop is even worse as Max couldn't even make it into Q3, qualified behind his rookie teammate Isaac Hadjar and Gasly again, and also Lindblad in the junior team. His recovery drive in the race took him from 11th to 8th, thankfully without any reliability issues this time, and he finished there stuck behind Pierre Gasly, who he couldn't overtake for half of the fucking race. Following the cancellation of the Middle East races, Verstappen went to the Nürburgring for a change of pace, racing against Christopher Haas in the Endurance Series. The battle was amazing, with Max coming out on top by overtaking Haas in the final straight, right into the pit lane. His team went on to win by a large margin, only to be disqualified because they accidentally used an extra set of tires during testing. He came back to the ring 3 weeks later for the 24 hours of Nürburgring qualifier race. Haas also attends this race, and we got an amazing battle with Max fighting for position from 4th place, pulling off crazy overtake moves and took the lead from lap 5. The race just couldn't go smoothly because of a front splinter defect caused by an unknown reason that is later attributed to debris. The team went from leading the race, dropping all the way down to 70th, way out of contention, and later his teammate Auer recovers and finished in 39th place on his stint. Now finally, his streak seems to have ended with the coming of Miami. Red Bull is competitive again, with Max qualifying 5th on the sprint quali, in front of George Russell. He loses a position to Russell, but because Kimi Antonelli got a 5 seconds penalty, he got moved up to 5th, finishing right where he started, and later he qualified 2nd for the race. Some actual results. Oh, he spins out into turn 2. Nice recovery though. Yeah, B5 is pretty decent. I guess his luck in the 24 hours should be better then.